Alright, welcome. It's already farty. So, I thought since we're in such an era of like a video-based algorithm, basically, I would capitalize on that and be unoriginal and do it myself. And I also think it would be nice to make my return to YouTube because, you know, I'm honestly YouTube famous. Like, everyone knows me, everyone knew who I was back then with my Lady Gaga merch channel and all my 50 subscribers that I had.
I went to the Doomsday ball on the 31st of January, which was 3 days ago. And then lastly, I got the Gaga lipo.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy time, honestly. Fame is poison. It really is. Like, just don't get involved in this industry, really. But I'm making my comeback. So basically, I am a graphic designer and artist and creative. I'm from Texas, born and raised. So yeah, but basically, I like to create things, and I think it'd be nice for people to see it and watch it. I'm gonna be showing how I made them, basically. And it's not the greatest, but I like them, and some people like them, and that's all that matters. Okay, so basically today we're going to be creating a poster, just something small. Poster featuring this wonderful Mariah Carey photo I found on Twitter, and this tweet. I got super high one day, like out of my mind. Like out of my mind high, and I was just like, okay, let me create a poster. So I did, and this is gonna be what we're doing today. I guess we're just gonna get started. I should be recording this. Ooh, I've never done this before. Okay, so I think I'm doing it. I finally figured it out. So I'm going to open Photoshop, the Queen Photoshop, and then I'm just going to open a new file, as always, and then I'm just gonna go, I always like to go with just 4x5. That's what I like to do for Instagram. I just spit. I like to do 4x5 for like at least Instagram and things like that. So let me open, just for reference, like what I did, because I've already made this when I was intoxicated, so I'm just gonna open that. Okay, so here it is. Starters, let's just start with the background. I have an assets folder that just has everything that I like to use. And I think I have a lot of different textures that I use. I use this one right here. So I'm going to place that. Well, maybe we'll start the typography. I love to set the tracking to be very, very small. And for some, it's like a delicate dance. That's what my typography teacher told me. It's a delicate dance. We'll do that. I like that. Okay, so then I made this a bit like a light black color. And then I found this font called Coil. So let's put beep, boop, job. Because I do have a beep boop job, that's what I do. I'm going to put Coil. I found this on the interweb, so you can definitely go find it. While the something like this. While the world inputs. There's a lot going on in the world, if people didn't know that. And it gets very like scary. Okay, so I think that's good for typography wise. I think maybe we can bring the Mariah photo in. Here she is! Yes, bitch. Okay. So I'm gonna do something like that. Okay. Let me work on some Mariah right now. So I want this to be a bit more like cropped. So I'm gonna create a clipping mask for Miss Mimi. From Miss Mimi Lamb Mariah.
Guess what, Mimi? We did.
I like that. I love her Mac. I literally don't even know if this is real. Like, I literally don't even know where this came from. Okay, so I like this. I like that a lot. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is just to make it look more rugged, I'm gonna go into, well, I'm gonna make this a smart object. And then I wanna take this into another tab. So we have it here. And then I'm gonna minimize this. And then what I usually like to do is just to like, cause when things are printed, they're not like a perfect little rectangle. There's all sorts of different splices and disfigurement's a part of it, and I just kind of like that aspect of print. I love print. So I'm gonna go distort displace, and then I'm gonna convert it to a smart object, and just, I guess that's fine. If it's not enough, then we'll do another. But I do have in my assets folder displacement maps, and I think I like, and these are from Black Market, and I like to do this. I like to find one that's a bit rugged. Let's see if this one's nice. As you can see, it kind of gives it an effect, but I want meow. I want meow. Let's maybe up it up to like 30. And so I don't know. I like the way this looks. So I'm gonna save that, and it's gonna convert over here. So when we look at Miss Mimi,
Guess what, Mimi?
she looks a bit more rugged, and I just like that effect personally. So I know a lot of people like to do the halftone effect. I like to do the halftone effect as well. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna show how I do it from scratch, just so people know. So I like to do like 125 maybe on the RGB scale. So it's a sort of gray color. And then I'm gonna go to filter noise, add noise. As you can see, I like to just add maybe, I don't know, you can kind of see the preview. Maybe around there is too much. I like that. We can always adjust it. And I don't like the way it makes it look so like a VHS like noise. Like I don't know. Not my geesh. So I just like to add it to luminosity so it's a bit more like gray tone, so it's not so like in your face about it. And from here you can, honestly, that's kind of it. But you can somewhere around here, I think, is usually what I do. And then I like to do a filter, this pixelate color halftone, which is usually what I always do. And I guess we'll start with 8, but you can always adjust it. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh wait, you can also go to color halftone and let's make that 4. And then I like to make this into luminosity as well, just because it's just too much. It's too much. This let me see. On the other one, it's soft light. So let's do soft light. So as you can see, it just makes it look a lot nicer. I don't know. I just like this a lot. Okay, so there's a bit of a color halftone effect. And then for Mariah, I want it to look like an almost newspaper-esque thing. So I'm gonna go to Mariah, and I'm gonna add a gradient map to her, just to make it look black and white. Okay. And then I think let's just play with levels. What's your favorite Mariah song? Put it down. Let me know. I fucking love Mariah. My favorite Mariah Carey song is One Sweet Day. I have it on CD. I have about 100 CDs over here. Let me go get it. And I hope you're shining down on me from heaven, like so many friends. I love this one. This one's good. This one's good. That's my favorite Mariah song. Okay, so then I think that's looking pretty good for right now. So I think now I want to play with the typography that we have. I'm going to convert this to a smart object. And then I want to move to another tab. I want to minimize these a little bit. So now we're gonna do the same sort of thing that we did before. I actually want this to say world. Sorry. I'm actually not feeling this font, so I'm actually just gonna change this to Futura. I think Futura condensed. So then I'm going to, once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna change it to a smart object. And then I'm gonna put a color behind this, probably a white. I'm gonna go to blur, Gaussian blur, and then I'm going to just blur the text as much as I feel happy. That feels good. A little less. Okay. Then I'm gonna do a threshold. I have a good threshold, and I'm gonna just bump that up quite a lot. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to merge all of this into a smart object. So then I'm happy with that, and then I'm gonna move to distort displace again. And I guess 30 is fine for right now, and just add a little bit of grunginess. I don't want too much. We'll just see how this looks. I like that. That's nice. Well, you can also do this. You can select color range, and then just select all the white, and rasterize it, and then delete it, and then save it. That's usually what I do. So now it's looking a bit more condensed, looking a bit more printed. We need to add more textures, so I'm just gonna add some that I have, just based on my computer. And I'm going to place that over everything else. And then screen is usually good if you go up close. Along with the like halftone. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put the halftone above it all, just because it adds more of an effect that I like. And then I actually like to go to image adjustments and levels, just because I think it just adds more flair, and you can definitely just see the textures more. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's add just one more. I'm just gonna make this look even more textured. I love it. And I'm gonna adjust the levels for this one as well. Okay, so that's that. I want to add more of a printer-esque feel, so I want to go back to my textures. Just find some sort of white that I like. Let's just see what this looks like. Why not? This is like a texture I did of like the seat. So it was funny. Let's just see. Multiply is good. I don't know. Why not? I think it's kind of funny. Okay, so now I would like to add the rainbow effect that I did. Oh, I wanted to do a brush effect, something like did this sort of thing. I wanted to like blur it, so I blurred it, like a Gaussian blur, a gradient overlay over on top of this brush. I think this worked. I thought this was cool. I think it's very like 90s-esque, I feel. Let me see if I like other ones. I like this one. Okay, so then we're going to do this sort of a thing. I like that. I'm going to put this below all our letters. And then I'm going to adjust the opacity of it. So this is honestly the major part of the poster itself. And then my last little touch was I went and found Mariah Carey's Rainbow album cover. This is good. So then I would take this to Photoshop. And then I did a threshold on this layer, like that. Let me see, I want the Mariah to show up on the letters, like merge those together. And then I'm gonna multiply layer, and then I'm gonna put it below everything else. And then I just put this in the corner, honestly. Like, you can put it anywhere. Alright, so there's my, that's basically the process of my poster. And then I actually did a version where it was myself. I literally recreated the photo that was here. There's my poster. The world's imploding. Listen to Mariah Carey. Anyways, so I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope this wasn't too annoying. Thanks. Party out.